Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Get a Buzz with Art. I'm your host, Ron Episcopo, and today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about fashion as art. And today I have two of the most fashionable women in Jacksonville, Adrienne Houghton and Alexandra Nee. Hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you both?
Very well. How are you?
Good. So, ladies, why don't we find out a little bit about the Fashion Group International?
Okay, so Fashion Group is a worldwide business organization, and the business is networking within the realms of fashion. So that could be anything. It could be interior design, it could be beauty, it could be home goods, as well as apparel. And it was originally started in 1927 by a group of ladies who were very significant in New York. And they all had three things in common. They all had very good jobs within the fashion world. Okay. They all respected each other, and they all thought that fashion should have a greater forum than it did at that particular time. And there was Edna Woolman Chase, Eleanor Roosevelt, to name just a few.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So today, though, we're specifically talking about an activity from your chapter, Rising Star.
Correct.
So what is Rising Star?
So Rising Star, for our chapter, as you mentioned, it's the first year that we're launching this competition. Mm-hmm. However, globally and primarily in New York, it was started almost 20 years ago.
Okay.
And it's a very recognized competition for emerging talent, and we decided that our chapter and community will benefit from this competition. The goal of the competition, it's an publicly open competition, it's a free application as well, is to support emerging talent. And it's not necessarily young talent age-wise. It's tightly related to your, let's say, position in business. It does have some criteria, of course, and requirements to be eligible for the application.
Okay, so that was one of my first questions about the competition. There is no age restriction. This is open to anyone.
Yes, there's no age restriction. However, it's restricted slightly in as much as you have to have been in business for a minimum of a year and a maximum of 6 years.
Okay. And what are the categories for the competition?
Well, we have fashion.
Okay.
So apparel for menswear, women's wear, children's wear. There's no stipulation. It just is whatever your fashion is.
Okay.
Interior design, photography, beauty, which is both makeup and hairstyling, either or both together.
Okay.
And the other one? And accessories. So we have found that there's a lot of people that design jewelry and handbags and things here in Jacksonville, and we wanted to make sure that that was one of the categories.
Wow, sounds exciting. Mm-hmm. So how does someone start this process?
Well, the process is very simple. As I said, it's open to anyone who meets the requirements. And you go online, you go to our website, it's northflorida.fgi.org, I think, okay. Or our Facebook page, FGI of North Florida, and you'll find the link, anything under Rising Star. And it will lead you either to an online application, excuse me, or you can download the application, fill it in manually, and then send us by email the application itself and the materials we require per each category.
Okay. And what's the deadline for application submission, and then when will the actual competition be?
So the deadline is September the 16th for the first round of judging. And then the actual finalists will be announced at the beginning of October, and the award ceremony will be in November.
Excellent. Sounds really exciting.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to come back and talk to you about that.
Oh, we're definitely going to have you back to talk about where we are in the process, who's entered, maybe some of the initial presentations. Would be kind of exciting.
That'd be great.
Oh, perhaps, with the finalists.
The finalists,
The finalists would be really exciting.
Yeah.
So to kind of wrap up our whole session this morning, you two ladies are involved in fashion. Who are your fashion icons? Who would you love to have dinner with?
Well, for me, it would have to be Audrey Hepburn. mainly because we share the same initials, so I can always borrow her luggage. But also because we had similar upbringings in as much as she started off as a dancer, she then became a model, and then she went in front of the camera. So.
Excellent. Alexandra?
I was doubting between the two, but I think I will also go with a female, and it would be Diana Vreeland, editor-in-chief of Harper Bazaar, and editor of Vogue, and if I'm not mistaken, the founder of Met Gala.
Wow. Impressive.
She basically changed the face of, let's say, fashion world. The fashion world as we know today was shaped by her.
Excellent.
She had an amazing vision, and she lived through both wars, and I think she also had a very interesting heritage. Born in England, raised somewhat in Paris, and then New York.
Excellent. Well, I encourage everyone who's interested in fashion, accessories, interior design to enter the competition. A lot of fun. So please go to, and that website again,
northflorida.fgi.org.
and register. So again, this is Ron Episcopo with Get a Buzz with Art. Have a great day.